I can turn my hotspot on.
No, I think I've got it from this.
Did it connect? And good evening, folks, and welcome out to the Eagles Nest here on a beautiful Wednesday night. It is. We've been with you a lot on Wednesday night during football season when it was the Eagles Nest Coaches Show. But we've got boys-only basketball between the homestanding Menard Eagles and the Panthers of Pine Prairie. Pine Prairie's made their way up here. Eagles and Pine Prairie. No girls action tonight. Their next game, KP, is going to be Friday night, so we'll take this opportunity to bring KP in and discuss that, and welcome aboard.
Yeah, man, looking forward to this game tonight. Last home game here for the boys, more than likely. Been a great season watching these young men play. Looking forward to it, and glad to be out here.
This is battling to get into the playoffs in this one. They're currently sitting just inside the bubble at 23 is the last I saw this afternoon late when we looked at it, which would put them against, I believe, a 10 or an 11, depending on if they're 23 or 22.
Yep.
But, and that's the kind of season. You've seen a lot of scrappiness out of this Menard Eagle team down the stretch. So won't have a playoff game, but for them to put things together and make it into the playoffs, if they can finish off tonight in Port Barre, would be great.
Looks like we're not going to have any introductions tonight. We can go the 5 on the floor to start for Menard: Sam Langley, McCartney, Smith, Capel, and Wright.
Yeah, you
are
see
the starting 5 for Menard tonight.
Langley ready to jump center there, and then customary orange shoes that he had. Tip is up, and we're away, and Pine Prairie controls. And we'll keep the clock for you up here just so you have a good idea of what's going on. Pine Prairie in their black with orange block numbers. You see that they're just up the road, or down the road, if you will, in Evangeline Parish. Spin around as they're going to the basket, and we didn't get a roster on them. Basket is up, and it is good. And 2-0, Pine Prairie takes the lead to get things going.
Looks like Menard come out in a man-to-man defense. So is Pine Prairie starting off in a man-to-man defense as well.
Yeah, and I think, KP, you'll find a lot of that. Free ball is up from the corner pocket, and Capel has the first basket for Menard.
Andy Capel from deep.
And that just, in this kind of a game,
good block, Sam.
I don't think you're too concerned about really anybody shooting lights out. You may have to change that with Menard, but you settle into a little man-to-man. There's another 3 from the corner. That one back iron and no good, and quickly out and running are the Panthers. And you'll notice, KP, that both of them are getting up and down the floor and want to get into transition. That's why you're not going to be able to see a zone. They won't be able to get back in a zone.
Right. Well, it looks like it's going to be a fast-paced game. Another 2 points there for Pine Prairie.
And it's hard to get back into a zone and do that. Inside to Gage it goes. That shot is up and off the backboard. And that's the kind of toughness that we want to see out of that young man.
Yeah, he's been a tough physical player all year.
Working inside, near turnover, but able to keep a hand on that and get it back. Top of the key, 3 is up and launched and off to the right, no good. Didn't really have a direct line to it. Turnover, and it will go over to Menard in this one. And you're seeing Procell, you see Garganta come in. They swap places with McCartney and Gage. So quickly, Carbo go into that rotation.
Yep, Procell's definitely going to help him with the offense down here. Garganta helps with the ball handling as well.
You know, one thing, when you do see a game that's going to be up and down like that, keeping fresh players in there is going to be a key. But I don't know that you're able to match up with Langley. Oh, Garganta there underneath, good.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Pine Prairie has anybody that can match up with Sam. Sam should be able to control the boards in this game and put his stamp on it for sure.
And you brought that up a couple of games ago. Menard lives and dies on their rebounding.
Almost every basketball team does.
And shot from the corner. That one bounces around, no good. Boy, there is not a moment. There's a good
Procell.
Yeah, Procell coming in, paying dividends. There's not much slowdown in that offense of Pine Prairie.
Nope, not at all.
Pine Prairie, just a tremendous community. We were down there for a couple of signings, baseball and softball, and just a great group. We will be down there doing some more softball and baseball games this year.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know you were going to be down there doing some Pine Prairie softball for sure.
Yep. Thought about that, but I'm telling you, Hicks into the game now, doing a good job of cutting that defensive line, that offensive drive off, and you just want to stop the ball.
Yeah, Hicks is their best defensive player. He played one night against Pitkin on that boxing one they put on that young man, and Hicks is definitely a stopper for sure.
A little floater good from just inside the free throw line, and 7-6. You see that on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Eagles lead it with 4:15 to go in the first. Spun over the corner, and Purcell will fire away. Well, Gargantus, he just does such a good job of dribbling in and out. Inside it goes to Langley, and he's going to go to the free throw line. KP?
Good strong move there from Sam. Like to see him take it up there strong, get fouled, and go to the line and make these 2 free throws.
And that's so pivotal early on, is being able to establish those free throws, because we've seen them get their leads. And look, Carbo going to the bench again, and he'll bring a fresh 4 in.
Yep, looks like everybody's going to sub out except Sam shooting the free throws. We've seen this team in here before.
Diaz
Baylor
is
Smith
there.
back in the game.
Yep.
McCartney.
I
Foster.
also see Foster. Boy, Foster's had some good ball games.
He has. He's had some really good ball games.
Second free throw, but a lane violation
Yep.
is whistled there. And look, we had him in a game the other night and called a number of those. And I think that kids are getting a little more lazy with their with the way they attack free throws, and they don't wait that entire time.
Sam Langley subbed out for Gage Wright. Gage is going to be the first 3.
It's up and it's good. Baylor Smith from downtown. 3 ball, corner pocket.
Picking up full court, putting the press on, trying to get some turnovers here with this quick team. They got one.
KP, if this team, they're playing over the last 2 weeks of the season. You go back to that 1-point win that they had too. They're playing well at the right part of the season. They're going to be a tough draw for somebody in the playoffs.
Yeah, there's not going to be a team expecting a 24 seed to come in and give them trouble, but they're going to give somebody trouble for sure.
And look, if they can get hot around the arc, that opens up Wright and Langley inside. We've seen that on the girls' side when Carly Maynard gets going down low.
Absolutely. These last 2 games, Baylor Smith has come alive with 6 threes in one game, 4 in another.
And that's what you would thought would see out of him. Gage unable to get that one to fall. Rebound controlled there by Pine Prairie. 2:58 remains here in the first.
So that game before senior night, when he didn't start, I think that lit a fire underneath him, and he's come out and showed some aggression that we hadn't seen before.
Sheriff Buford Justice would have said that's an attention getter.
Yes.
Is what that was.
Good deflection there. Coach Mouton talked the other night about how coaches, they chart deflections. That's a big deal in basketball, trying to keep active hands.
And that's what we've seen out of these guys, is they get into the passing lane. So where are the hamburgers? I thought you said they were hamburgers up here.
They were here the other night, and they were brought in by Mr. David Procell, Miss Tammy Procell, and myself and Nick Morrow enjoyed those. We were sorry you weren't here on Friday night.
Big shout out to those folks.
Yep. The Pro Burger.
3 ball is up and it's launched. McCarty's got one. And
in Joyce, Louisiana. Oh, steal there. Great pass.
Active hands. Look at McCartney
again
with the board in the bucket, and there's a timeout.
Yep. Get a timeout real quick. Great job again with that deflection that Coach Mouton was talking about. Great job there from the Eagles.
Look, and what it shows me is that Menard is just trying to run Pine Prairie out of the gym. That's now, I've got to believe, 9 different Eagles that have played in this game, and different one way or another.
In fact, they're just fixing to bring in another 5. They had 5 at the scores table, fixing to come in with another 5 there. Trying to get some kids some playing time going into the playoffs and get that rotation down that he wants. Who's with who? not just making sure if you got Procell in the game, you got somebody else.
You hear that word used a lot in baseball as well, getting that rotation. When it comes to your Friday, Saturday, Sunday pictures, you hear Jake Johnson talk about it a lot.
Right.
And it's important because when you get into the playoffs next week, those records go out the window. Now, have you dug yourself into a hole and now you've got a lot of traveling to do?
Right.
But it doesn't matter. There are 7 or 8 teams that aren't getting to travel, that their season will be done after this week.
That's right. Everybody's got a shot once you get in the tournament.
So saying there's a chance.
That's right.
148 remains here in the first. It has been a 9-0 run by the Eagles, and they are showing that defensive intensity once again here. Shot is up off the mark, and there's Langley. We talked, you sound like a broken record talking about Sam Langley and the impact he's made down the stretch. 3-ball shot bangs around. Right over there by our buddy Harrison Vapneck.
Yep, just such a huge part of the game. Again, control the defensive boards, you win 74% of your ball games.
74.
Yep.
About a 12-foot jumper there that's good. That's like my 25% free throw shooting.
That's right. That's right. Well, we got a break here. All this is brought to you by Lighted Up Digital Advertising. Give Miss Sharanda Smith a call if you need something to go on one of their boards around town. 318-302-0155. She will take care of you for sure.
You see that on your screen up in the upper left-hand corner. Also, keep an eye out for our play of the game after this. We'll chop up. We're going to start as things move towards the playoffs. A little more highlights of the Knights. Diaz in the corner kicks it inside. I don't think he wanted to shoot that one. Normally he will. Inside they go to Langley, and they're just moving the ball around. Diaz looking to go baseline. Will kick it back out. Set up Hicks, who will come in. Pull up just inside the free throw line. No good. Sam.
Rebound from Sam.
Back to Peyton, who will go inside. Kind of a fall-away jumper right in front of the basket. And, boy, that's the shot you got to have.
Well, what it looks like Coach has done is mix up some of the seniors with the underclassmen, trying to get a couple different rotations. You got Langley and Hicks out here as seniors with this group, and you got 2 other seniors on the other group.
KP, this is the most spirited that I've seen them play since that North DeSoto game we did on the road up in Stonewall.
I agree. Another rebound, strong rebound from Sam Langley. Good job.
Running right into the clock at the buzzer counted. If it goes, it doesn't. And that will do it. We're going to step away, and we'll rejoin you with the audio right after this.
She's going to come
back up. We go to second quarter action here. Eagles on the heels of a 13-0 run.
Back with Peyton Procell, Smith, Langley, Wright, and Hicks.
You get a good look at Baylor. Set to inbounds. Got to get some help, and Hicks will come back out with him. And Matthew will get it across the timeline. Well, things about to get busy with the playoffs starting, baseball and softball going on. Goodness gracious.
Good rebound there from Peyton Procell. Back over to Baylor for another one, and he doesn't miss 2 in a row. The bank is open.
The bank is definitely open on that one. Baylor Smith has a couple of threes tonight.
Yep, that young man's not going to miss 2 in a row usually. Turnover.
It's just getting hands in the lanes, and that's why you talk about those deflections. Gage,
another strong rebound from Sam Langley, controlling those boards.
I'd like to see them finish a little more strong under there.
Yep.
I do like the way these rotations are. Man, it's causing different looks for Pine Prairie.
Well, it's like Coach Briggs has looked at his strengths and weaknesses and said, okay, if I've got these in the game, it's personnel grouping. I'm going to get these guys in the game, and we're going to be strong on both sides.
Yep.
That's something that's going to bode well for them in the playoffs, playing 10 kids and keeping fresh legs.
And you look down the bench, and you can gauge the number of players that have been in the game by those warm-up tops
Right.
that are off, and five of them are.
Yep.
And you look over on the Pine Prairie side, and well, I guess they all have them, but I don't think they've made but one substitution tonight.
I don't think they have either, and they're playing this 2-3 zone, and I think this is going to favor Menard's outside shooting for sure.
Did he call it? No, that one off to the side.
Way to get on the floor there, senior.
Menard has
Great steal there from Baylor Smith.
That's just good hands by Baylor. And again, KP, you may be on to something. That time that he didn't get the start, it seems like it has fired him up. But he's playing just as many minutes as he were before because Coach Carbo was rotating them like he is.
Well, and the other thing, too, is as a senior, you start to realize as the year winds down, this is it.
That's correct.
You're done. After this, it's over.
Rebound
And you
controlled
want
by
to make sure
Langley.
you give it all you got. Great move there from Baylor Smith.
Baylor's having himself a game tonight, outside and inside. A couple of steals on the game and 10 points that I have for him.
Yep, and I mean, theoretically, this is more than likely the last home game here at Menard for these seniors.
That's correct.
And they want to get
That shot up rolls around. 5:44 remains until halftime. We've got a lot of good ones over there that are coming up too.
Yep.
Procell
Another
unable to
strong
get that
rebound
back.
from Sam Langley.
Boy, Sam's just been hanging around. Timeout on the floor, KP. You talked about this being the final home game there. They go to Port Barry on Friday.
Yep.
The girls and boys will play down there at Port Barry.
And then, the brackets come out on Sunday. And, like I said, last time you got a chance to play here at home, you want to go out. You're going to remember this game the rest of your life.
That's right.
So you want to go out on the right note.
And you'll be able to watch it on 446 Sports for the rest of your life, thanks to our friends at Light It Up Digital Advertising. 302-0155. And look, I'm telling you, email over there, call, check it out. They've got billboards going up everywhere, and I promise you, folks are driving by and they're looking at that.
Oh, they absolutely are. And if you don't have something you need to get designed, Miss Sharanda is very, very creative with that. She'll take care of all that for you and get it put up, make it look good.
Look, and that's the hardest part of all of us, the dadgum graphics.
You know a little bit about that, don't you?
I do. But that's what separates them. They're just out making that extra, that extra look.
Right.
Shot is up, 3 ball from downtown is up, and it's good. It looks like the pace has slowed a little bit. I think that first quarter when they were all going as frenetic as they were, that one from Diaz up, and it's no good, and will go out and over to Pine Prairie.
This is a little bit different. I see Gargana, I see Foster, Diaz in the game, along with number 22 in a little 1-2-2 zone here.
Yeah, I'm going to get whistled for the foul. Oh, that's interesting.
Yep, I agree.
Because that could result, but you won't normally get that pointed out at home.
Well, but this is not a...
Oh, that's an older one?
That's an older.
Okay,
Yeah,
then I
gotta go
blame
get
you.
to it. Yeah, you blame me, that's right.
Inside it goes, and look, it's a big man that's new in there. Good block.
22 is Alvin.
Off to the side again. Shot is up, front iron, no good. And this is where now a difference is being made here because you don't have Wright Procell or Langley in there, and the rebounds the last few trips down have been in favor of Pine Prairie.
Yep. And just what are you going to see next year when you lose Hicks, Wright, and Langley?
Yeah.
You're going to see a lot of these small lineups, 4 guards and Peyton Procell. Good deflection there.
Good save, too, and able to get coast to coast with it. Good looking work. Sipowicz has that one. Let's get back into the lane. And another block. Look, I mean, flying down the floor, too. And that one is, they're going to call the foul.
Yeah, there's a bright future here. Coach Briggs has got a bright future. It's going to be a small lineup next year, but they're going to be fast. They're going to shoot threes. They're going to run them down the floor. It's going to be an interesting season for sure.
It's historically been a fast-paced, guard-oriented offense here, and shaping up to be that way. But look, these seniors are going to fight hard this year. Just because they've got a low seeding, they're going to continue to battle. That one poked away from the backside will stay. Duck underneath, and that's up, and it's good.
If they keep controlling the boards like this, if Sam Langley continues this aggression and controls the boards, they're going to be a hard out. They're going to be a hard out.
This is the longest that a group has been in, and I'm counting shirts down there now. And there are 7 on the bench now, so he's 12 deep into his bench. And another thing, when you've got the lead that you've got, they're doubling up Pine Prairie right now. It gives you an opportunity to get some of these guys in because it is the last home game for the seniors, but it's the last home game for some time.
Right.
That is, what is it, 3 straight steals scoring?
Showing some quickness and some hands, and then some ability to finish around the rim.
And how many times have we seen point-blank layups like that missed?
Unfortunately, several.
Shot up, and it's good there. Pine Prairie faithful excited about that one. As well they should be. Pull up 3.
Oh, in and out.
And it's just the difference in the rebounding now because I don't think they don't have a man on 20 that can stop it. It's like if I was out playing basketball and anybody else was rebounding.
Coach is going 2 more deep here. He's bringing in
I see Reese Smith over there coming up off the bench.
Yep, along with number 13. Number 13 is Rubio. So you got Capel, Smith, McCartney, Rubio, and then number 14.
That's Brunix.
Brunix
there, yeah.
We're 12 deep tonight.
And I like that out of Coach Carbo because not only is he building for the playoffs, he is getting these guys some valuable time. Reese Smith from downtown.
We've seen a bunch of those this year. He's been one of their good outside shooters.
Minute 43 remains in the first half.
Oh.
And it'll go down baseline. See Principal Gatlin and Coach Perkins down there have made their way in. So, KP, today is the 11th, is that right?
Correct.
11 more days. That shot bounces around and it's good. And we start the diamond hook around the diamond with Turney and Marks. We will have our baseball coaches show out at Brocado's there on Coliseum Boulevard. So mark your schedule to come out and start watching that live.
Nice.
Girls part of the show, softball will kick off around 5 o'clock and the boys will go around 5:45. Inside it goes, no. Well, that's the difference. Under a minute here, 17-point lead. You see that courtesy of our friends at Wallace Eye Associates. Near side it goes. Content to just stay back in that. Yep. While Pine Prairie's in that zone, you don't mind just sitting back. Smith won't sit back. He tried another one. Rebound is controlled by Brunix. Back up top it goes. Bounces around. Shooter's touch, and McCartney's got his second one.
Shooter's
22
bounce there.
seconds. Yeah, it's that rotation. It's not a lot. It's a lot the same as the English you put on that golf ball.
That's correct.
When it's got the bounce to it, it's going to fall.
Yep.
Over the backboard, looking like Larry Bird there. 5, 4, 3. Do we have a buzzer beater? Got to get a shot off. It's
does.
up. Count it
Hey!
if it goes, and it does. And there is a buzzer beater. That'll make it 42-21. Eagles doubling up. The Panthers of Pine Prairie will be back in 10 minutes for second half action. And we're back getting ready for second half action here from Holy Savior Menard. The Eagles Nest in a big one tonight, up 43-21 at halftime. There you get a look at Langley and Baylor Smith and Matthew Hicks, three of the seniors on this roster.
Yep, starting with Smith, Langley, Hicks, Procell, and Wright as your starting five here. Inside it goes to Wright, and right back to what they did in the first when he's in there. There's a turnover going back the other way. Another rebound there from Sam. That one bouncing around and quickly going back the other way. Step up three ball, bangs around, and he saw one banked in by Baylor in that same spot in the first half, and this time no good. Yeah, the bank closed at 6:30, so it's closed now. Well, it looks like both rims have closed down. Good hustle there from Hicks. Good deflection like we talked about. Timeout here from Coach Briggs. Want to talk to him a little bit. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if you see a different five come out there. Just again, we saw him switch so much during that first half. Right. That just gives us a chance to talk a little bit about the LV 5K that's coming up here in April. April 4th. Visited with Miss Bridget today. She's going to come out and talk about it next Tuesday when we start up baseball. And you can go to lv5k.com, sign up for that, and come out and support a great cause. Yep, and we will award our LV5K Lauren Vaughn Foundation Player of the Game after each softball game. So make sure you go to 60 of them this year. It's 70 right now. 70. And counting. Go to lv5k.org. Is it .com? .org. It's .org. lv5k.org. And what I like about it is it's not just about the race. It's about Lauren. It's about the butterfly effect. It's about all of that, and about how one choice can make a difference. It's about spreading the word. You know, good move there from Hicks. Foul on the floor. It's about spreading the word of impaired driving and trying to keep these youth in this area from making a bad decision, getting behind the wheel of a vehicle while they're drinking and driving, and hopefully we can prevent one person from doing that. We've accomplished something. There you have it, Matthew Hicks to the free throw line, and she's a big part of softball, the N1, big part of softball because that was Lauren's passion. It was. And so the benefits of this go to the scholarship at Northwestern in nursing, which is what Lauren was in. Correct. The accelerated program over there in Natchitoches is a great program. That's what Lauren was a part of. Good cut there from Baylor Smith. And it will stay here with the Eagles. 6.5 remains. We won't have the games for you Friday night because they are on the road at Port Barry. But that's one of those that you hate to say on paper, the girls should win theirs, the boys should win theirs. A lot of work to do in it. Big playoff game tomorrow night. Holy Savior Menard boys, Grace Christian boys out at Grace Christian's field there at Ward 9. That game is at 6 o'clock. Make sure you get out and see that. There's so much going on right now, KP. Yeah, it's a busy time of the year for 446 for high school sports, and we wouldn't have it any other way. We love it. As winter sports morph into spring, my goodness. Good job there from Gage Wright. Great pass there from Gage to Sam Langley. Sam up 2 more points. And timeout on the floor. I like that one. I don't mind so much. And this was, gosh, it was 43-21 at the break. And so they've come out on a 9-0 lead and gets it up to 31. And they're a couple of baskets away from getting a running clock, getting this clock running. Right. Well, again, that gives us a chance to talk about Lighted Up Digital Advertising. Miss Sharanda Smith is the one that runs that operation for the company. Give her a call at 318-302-0155 for any digital advertising that you need, and she'll take care of it for you.
Back here, 5:38 remains in the third. And the Eagles on a 9-0 run to get things going here in the third quarter. Have pushed it to a couple of baskets away from getting the clock running. That'll change things up a little bit. First basket of the second half for Pine Prairie.
Good strong move there.
Look, I love that Pine Prairie bench has not been quiet at all in this.
Pine Prairie in a man-to-man defense here. Turnover.
Whatever they talked about,
Good
that's a
block,
good-looking
Gage
block.
Wright.
Rebound controlled by Procell, and away they go. Baylor will slow things up just a bit, let his offense get set in. He's had him a good night. There goes Hicks to the basket.
Up short.
Well, a lot of times that happens too. You over accommodate for missing short. And went long, and he did that one. Back inside it goes. Good block by Baylor.
Good deflection there on the run out.
Kicking it out. Baylor is going to now head. Pulls up. 18-footer. Good. Pine Prairie walking it down just a bit. Oh, look, Gage there. He's just going to have a brief hiatus. He's going to talk to Brad there just a minute.
Yep, there's 5 more coming in. Same philosophy as the front. And then the first half, bringing in Gargano, McCartney.
Diaz is there.
Diaz.
Capel and Foster.
And Foster, that's right. Fresh legs, a little bit different lineup.
So, KP, now that you're all the way through the season, you can look out there and just see the numbers on the guys, and look at you just ringing them off, man.
Well, you know what? It's it took a little while, but yeah, especially with Coach Carbo playing as many players as he plays. That's unusual.
That's correct.
Yep, that's unusual.
4 minutes remain. We're halfway home in the third. It's been all Menard in this one. They lead it by 31. Looking for the three. It's up, and it's good. Good looking work from downtown. This is that, Carbo's going to get a timeout. And
looks like, timeout. Menard.
Baseball got started on Monday night this week. I think the Eagles are 1-1.
They are.
So they lost to North DeSoto.
Yep. They won Monday night, yes, we got a win on Monday night, and then last night, North DeSoto, which is the defending state champions, North DeSoto, they beat them, and then they've got a game here this Friday, and then next weekend we have the subdivision series.
Subdivision series is right around the corner. Menard and Ash have a 3-game series, and look, there's not if you ask the coaches or players about it, they don't build it up near as much as we do in it, and that's what we're here for.
That's right.
They're to go out there and play that, but be on the lookout for that subdivision series. They'll play 2 games here and 1 game at Ash. Is that right?
It's the other way.
2 at Ash and 1 here.
New York City has the subway series. We have the subdivision series.
That's right.
Get to see some of these Menard basketball players in that. Peyton Procell's starting pitcher.
Kicked that one out to Garganta. Might would have been better served just to take that one to the basket.
I agree.
McCartney there, stutter step, near travel, nothing doing. Quick hands of Garganta to get around there.
Up, steal.
This time he will go to the basket. Just a little too strong on that one. Spin around is there, and
Good
Foster
Foster
comes out with it.
Well, I tell you what, we've watched Foster.
Oh, what a
Good
dime
pass.
from McCartney! Are you
Great
kidding
pass. We've watched Foster come in, and I'm guessing he's 5'8", 5'9", and he just rebounds the basketball well every night.
Since it got up around that 32-point mark, Pine Prairie has done a good job to hang in there and say, look, we don't want the clock running.
Right.
That's what we told you, too. There's not been a bit of quit.
Another great look up the court from McCartney. Little too strong of a pass, but a great look there from McCartney.
.231 remains in the third quarter here. Menard exploded out of the gates, went on a 9-0 run, but it's been pretty even since then. It was a 23-point lead at halftime, 22-point lead at halftime.
Just can't get across that 35-point mark, but I think it's coming here momentarily.
This Pine Prairie team's continuing to fight it. I like seeing that, but it's a scrappy. Those groups down Evangeline Parish, they're scrappy to say the least. That shot up rolls around, no good, and Capel able to jump in there and grab that one.
Capel get in there and get that rebound.
Settling in now.
Good cut from Foster. Great move.
And you've seen them attack the basket a lot more when they've stayed in this man. You're coming a lot of those backdoor passes are open.
That's what man-to-man does. It opens up the backdoor cuts, and McCartney's finding open players. Great contest there from Foster again.
And foul is going to be whistled on Capel and going to go for the and one. And you'll see that even deeper five get in there now.
Now everybody on the bench has played. Everybody's been in the game.
And that's what you love to see.
Yep. We've went. Alvin's in the game.
Back down the floor, the and one was no good.
Little extra step there. Rubio's in the game. Alvin.
Look, we talked, I know it's a different sport, but we've talked to Coach Bachman about it sometimes, and having the clock not running is a good thing too, because you get these guys some real world minutes in there.
And some film so that they know what to work on.
Shot is kicked out. Up and under. And there's a steal, and look, nothing will aggravate you more than that as a coach of not taking care of it. They noticed too that bench is a little deeper, and they've started going after them.
Nobody blew a whistle.
No, not at all. That one knocked away, but it's still retained. Yeah, that was just, it went out.
Whistle.
Yeah. There he goes, made up for it. 28 seconds remain in this one.
58-32 Menard.
There's a shot just inside the three-point line. Rebound controlled. You're seeing this younger group not really handling the pressure too well.
Great look inside.
Final 6 and 5. See if we get back-to-back buzzer beaters. Launches it. Nope.
The speaker blocked that one.
Speaker got that one. We'll be back. Fourth quarter action coming up right after this. Back here getting ready for fourth quarter action from the Eagles' nest. 3 is up and it's launched and it's good. That one bounces around.
Good rebound there from Hicks. Good outlet to Gage Wright.
And this is, that's what you expect to see out of those guys. That's good senior leadership, good work getting down the floor, Gage hustling. Pine Prairie tied up by Gage. It will go back over to Menard in this one.
Looks like these starters are going to get 4 or 5 minutes here to start the quarter.
Well, and they were going on, Pine Prairie was going on a little bit of a run, pressing those younger guys, and I don't think that Carbo was necessarily happy about it. Procell, all year long, I've not seen one hit the speaker, and I've seen 2 of them.
The speaker tonight.
And I've not seen that happen all year long.
I haven't either, but the speaker is 2 for 2 tonight.
I don't want to be that guy, but in all my days, I've not seen that. Now I've seen it twice.
Back to back, actually.
Very high arcing shots. I know you want to get some loft on it, but my goodness. Pine Prairie will continue to move the ball around, which they've done a great job of. Through the legs, but stays in bounds. Three-pointer is up, and it's launched, and it's good from downtown. The lead is back, KP, to 23. That's where it was at halftime. And you say, well, 23, that's a lot. Well, it was up to 32.
Sam Langley with the 3.
Well, the big man stepping back. How about
I don't know if
that?
that's not the first one I've seen this year. Maybe a missed one, but
2 speaker blocks and a Sam Langley 3.
right.
And it is basketball at the Eagles' nest.
Sam's played a good game tonight. Come out
Absolutely
aggressive,
has.
Controlled the boards.
The last 2 or 3 that we've seen,
Yes.
he has done that.
He has, absolutely. He and Baylor Smith have both elevated their games the last 3 games now, and that's got to bode well for the playoffs.
Just want to get a couple of good scenarios. You go on the road, get you a playoff win. Let's see, Foster is back in. Sipowicz I see there. Diaz is in. Reese Smith. And Brunix.
Brunix, I think, yep.
Free throw up, and it's good.
Good job there breaking the press.
The difference, and it was the change to the smaller guard. When Menard stopped controlling the boards, KP made all the difference. Menard looking and running. This is looking a little more like that first quarter. 3-ball, back iron, no good. They actually hit the corner of the backboard.
Good price there from, way to get on the floor there. Reese Smith going down there to get that. Possession goes over to Pine Prairie, but that's okay.
Went to knock it away. Good job, but right on the line, and that's just the problem with it there. Just court awareness, but my goodness, when you're jumping in the air going to get it.
Yep, getting a little physical out there. Referee's going to shut that down and make sure that he keeps control of this ball game.
It's called double technical fouls. Is what he's done, and so double technical foul there.
Yeah.
And that's one of those offsetting penalties, like 2 fouls on a football play.
Yep. So we've seen 2 speaker blocks and
A Sam Langley 3.
A Sam Langley 3 and offsetting double technicals. I think that's a first for a lot of those this year.
It definitely is. Can't be fun at the old ball game.
That's right. What a move by Reese Smith. Very nice, young man.
Smith goes baseline, and he shows his explosiveness to be able to get past the defender that baseline run is a difficult one because a lot of times you'll see that big guy cut it off.
Not just a shooter.
We've seen this young man run the floor well. Foster gets the putback.
Timeout here from Pine Prairie. 4-4-6.
Well, look good. You can't.
Left
folks,
in the game.
Folks think that I make that stuff up.
4-4-6 left in the game.
Not. Yeah, we don't. There's if we just had Marshall Leffler here to get some video highlights of that, that's what we need.
Amen. Amen. 67-39. It's been a good year, Doug. Enjoyed being out here at the Eagles Nest. A lot of fun. Enjoyed seeing these girls play the way they have, the boys play the way they have as well. And looking forward to a couple playoff games in a week or so with the girls getting at least one home game, maybe two.
Boy, it's going to come down. They are .23 ahead of De La Salle. And what a difference that makes in that quarterfinal matchup to get to March Madness. And a lot of things have to happen to do that. But it's the difference of New Orleans traveling here or you having to travel down to New Orleans.
Absolutely. Keep that 4 seed. You get the second round and the quarterfinal at home. That's huge.
And then when you get down to Sulphur, all things are just
that's right. This team has got active hands. They're contesting, they're playing hard. They're up by a lot, but they haven't slowed down.
Reese Smith there across the timeline, and Diaz will have that. Very impressed with the work of these two. That's a 3, so good looking job there. And that KP, that's 5 or 6 threes that Menard has had tonight.
Absolutely. A couple from Baylor Smith.
Sam has one.
Sam has one.
Jay, keep an eye on that young man, number 21 there.
Yep.
He's explosive first step.
Sipowicz is very explosive.
Yeah, that's right.
Not scared to take it in there and with the big guys. Looks like we're going to get another complete substitution back in the game. McCartney, Capel, Gargano.
This would make some hockey coaches jealous, the way he switches the entire line like that.
I agree.
Three-pointer is launched, no good. Rebound controlled by McCartney, and he gets the putback.
Smooth lefty shot there from McCartney. He's done that all year.
This is a team, while it's going to be vastly different a season from now, is going to have an identity of their own. Pine Prairie firing away from downtown again.
Yep, lighting it up from downtown.
Speaking of lighting up.
Great look over there to Sipowicz.
Shot is up, rolls around.
With McCartney running that point next year, it's going to be
and you've got Garganta that's done it as well. So you've got a number of, when you go all guard, everybody can do it, and that'll help you in some trapping teams as well. A little running one-hander, no good. I think the rebound got on to Capel too quick.
Yep.
2:48 remains in this one. And I do appreciate the hard work of Pine Prairie that's hung around, because they got that thing to 32, 33 points.
Yep, they sure did.
Everybody has taken off the warm-up top. That lets you know that they've all got into the game, and that's good to see.
Once again, all of these games this year have been brought to you by Light It Up Digital Advertising. This will be the last boys' home game, but we'll have a couple of girls' games.
They'll light up the home girls' basketball game. Top of the key for 3. Got it. Back and forth they're going. Final 2 minutes of this one. And they are finishing this game just exactly like they started, up and down the floor, man defense, and playing like it is, like the season's winding down.
Yep, absolutely. McCartney again, lost the ball out of bounds. That doesn't happen very often. The young man handles the ball well.
Minute 47 remains in this one.
I mean, I did see a kid get a 9th year in college, earlier today. So maybe Marshall has some eligibility left to come play for Menard next year. They need somebody 6'5". 9th year in college. They granted him a 9th year.
Who was that?
I'll tell you in just 1 second.
I thought that was funny. They were making fun of the transfer portal. I think it was on Saturday Night Live, perhaps, where the guy just announced what school he was from, like they do in the NFL. And he had about 6 schools that he called. First free throw.
A linebacker for Montana.
Yep, I got it. I see you.
9th year of eligibility.
Unbelievable.
That's unreal.
But Chambliss was denied his 6th.
Just not real sure I understand that, but hey, it is what it is.
And have his high school reunion while he's still eligible and playing college football. McCartney to the basket. Got it. It's just been a matter of time in this one, but it got it to 35. There was some good basketball played down the stretch, so this one will wind down. Shot is up, and it's good there. And that won't stop it. Once it gets under it, it still stays in that. All that meaningless, though, just a minute 6. Actually, under a minute to go. Garganta will go to the basket, and it technically should not have stopped it. But they may have agreed to just let, the officials are telling them to roll the clock now, and they do. And that will, in effect, end this one. Second free throw is up. Reese Smith checks back in for Garganta. Had himself a good game, too. Coach Carbo's got to be proud of this group. They'll go in expected to win the one on Friday and go into the playoffs on a high note.
Yep, looking forward to seeing how they do. I think they're going to be a hard 23 or 24 seed to get out of there.
Reese Smith, the steal, the score. Final 13 and 12 and 10, and that one is up and it's good. We've seen that young man play very well tonight.
20 has been a really good player for Pine Prairie.
Final shot not taken. They just run it out. 86-50. Your final score here. The Eagles win this one. They will be back next Friday night, or this Friday night. If you want to watch a big one, 6 o'clock tomorrow night, Grace and Menard boys soccer playoff edition. Win or go home. KP, thoughts on tonight?
Great way to see the in this home stretch. Glad to see these boys get a big win. Looking forward to seeing how they do on Friday. I appreciate you letting me be out here with you, Doug.
Absolutely. For KP Miles and Marshall Leffler, I am Doug Gann. God bless you all and good night.